Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to send in your product into the Amazon FBA warehouse so that it shows up as prime on your listing, okay? And before you watch this video, you need to have already made your listing. So let's go ahead and get to the Seller Central account. I'm going to be walking you through my own Seller Central account, how I send my products into the Amazon FBA warehouse. Okay, so this works for both retail arbitrage and for private labeling, whatever it is that you do. If you have less than $50 or like if you have less than $1,000 starting out, and let's say it's like $100 or $300 that you have, you're going to be doing retail arbitrage if that's what you want to do. I've got a video on that on my channel, and it's a good way to get that $1,000 starting investment for your private labeled product. And yeah, so it works for retail arbitrage and for private labeling. Like I explained in all my other videos, you basically source a product from China and you put your brand on it, and you're going to have your Chinese supplier send it into the Amazon warehouse straight. You're not actually gonna, see the product ever. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do both in this video right here. There's slight differences, and there's a lot of things that you need to know. There's a couple of factors that will decide whether your shipment will get accepted or rejected from the Amazon warehouse, because that can actually happen if you don't do things right. So I'm in my Amazon Seller Central account right now, and before we actually create the shipping plan, okay, you need to have a listing, and whether that's a listing that you put under someone else's listing, so basically you hijack someone's listing, but that's what you need to do for retail arbitrage, because you're not going to go ahead and make your own listing for one, just for one unit. Let's say when you go to Walmart, you bought like a pillow that you're gonna, retail arbitrage on the Amazon website. You're gonna find that pillow on Amazon through here, inventory, add a product, and you're gonna actually, find that listing, and you're gonna list your pillow under there for like a lower price, and that way you win the buy box. But I talk about this in my retail arbitrage video. If you're interested in that, the description. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description below in retail arbitrage. So, and like I said, that's only for people that don't have starting capital for private labeling. That's what you're going to do for retail arbitrage. You're going to list your product under someone else's listing. And for private labeling, you're going to create your own listing. And I've got a whole video explaining how to create an amazing listing that will actually get sales and that will actually get customers to convert and to actually buy your product. Converting means, when they go on your listing, they'll actually be persuaded to buy and they won't just leave. So, I've got a video for creating listings as well. So if you haven't already gotten to this point, watch those videos. Retail arbitrage, or whether it is retail arbitrage or creating your listing for your private labeled product. Okay, so once you've got your listing set up, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here, inventory. You're going to go to, you're going to click on your listing. So whether it's private labeled or retail arbitrage. So let's say we're going to do this one right here, and inventory, and you're going to go ahead and do, where is it right here? Oh, sorry, right here. You're going to go ahead and do send and replenish inventory. Okay, so now we're at this, we get to this point right here, we're at this window, and if it's private labeled, you're going to actually put your supplier's address over here, okay? And how you're going to find your supplier's address, it's usually, if you email them, it's usually in the bottom of their emails. You can actually just ask your supplier. That's what I do. I'm just like, hey, can you write me out like a legible address, including zip code, make sure it has a zip code in it, and, all like the unit numbers and, what street it's on, and make sure they tell you the difference between the province, the district, and the city, okay? Because there's three different things in China, and a lot of other places in the world don't have like province, district, city. So make sure. I was actually very confused because some of my stuff comes from Shenzhen, some of my stuff comes from like Guangdong and all these places, and I didn't know what the difference was between the district, the province, and the city. And that's what it's going to ask you when you're going to actually put your address in here. Okay, so that's for private labeling. For retail arbitrage, you're going to actually just put your house address in here. Okay, so let's pretend you already put your address in here. You're just going to go ahead and click on create new shipping plan, and packing type. This depends, okay? So I'm going to explain the difference between individual products and case pack products now. Okay, so for packing type, it's actually very different, and you have to know the difference. You have to make sure you know the difference. At the beginning, I didn't know what the hell the difference was between individual and case pack, but actually if you click on what's this right here, it will actually explain to you. So I'm going to explain to you guys, you don't have to read that. Individual products, basically, what that is, so let's say you have a box, okay? Let's say you have a box, and let's say you have like... I don't know, maybe like different items, or sorry, the same item in different conditions, okay? Or the same item, but different variations of the item, okay? Then you're going to put individual products, okay? Because what that means is you're going to have to individually label every single product, okay? And, yeah, so that's individual products, okay? Because then, if Amazon gets a box, okay, and you put individual products, then they'll know that they're going to have to open up the box and sort each individual like variation of the product. So for case packed products, That's basically if you have like a box of 100 units of the same exact thing, okay? So I actually mostly use case packed because I do a lot of volume. You know, I bring in like 2,000 units, 3,000 units for my private labeled products, and all of them are the exact same. I don't have any variations or anything like that. All of them are the exact same. So I would choose case packed products, okay? But if you're, you know, if you're unsure, you can actually, it doesn't actually matter what you choose. If it's retail arbitrage, you're always going to choose individual products, okay? That's like a rule of thumb right here. If it's if you're doing retail arbitrage, you're always going to do individual products. If you're private labeling, most likely it's going to be case packed products. If it's the exact same number of units in every box, or actually you can actually like do different presets. I'm going to show you guys how, but yeah, so just rule of thumb, if it's the exact same thing, case packed product, okay? If it's not the exact same thing, if it's like, let's say retail arbitrage, let's say you went to Walmart or whatever and you bought like a bunch of different things, you want to send it all into Amazon, you're going to do individual products, okay? And by the way, if you're going to do that, before you click on send and replenish inventory, you're going to check mark you know, all the products that you want to send in, okay? Make sure you like already put your listings there, created your listings under the other people's listings. Like I said, retail arbitrage, make sure you, before you get to this window, select every single product. Let's say you're going to put a bunch of products in one box, select all the products you're going to put in, and then choose individual products. If it's private labeling, most likely it's going to be case packed products, unless there's like a different amount of units in each box, okay? So you put your address in, and then you chose the packing type, okay? So let's say we're going to do case packed products right here. So actually, no, let's say we're going to do... Okay, so you put in your address, you put in the packing type. Let's go ahead and click on continue to shipping plan. Okay, so now we get to this window, okay? And this is actually very important. I'm gonna move myself up here, okay? So right here, this is the first window. We chose case packed. So in each case, it has to be the same amount of units. So let's say for this product, there's gonna be 10 cases with 100 units in each case. So we're gonna go ahead and put 10 right here. So 10 cases and 100 units in each case. Okay, so we put 10 cases, 100 units in each case for a total of 1,000 units, okay? So then you're gonna click on continue. Okay, and now this is very important, okay? If you're doing private labeling, click here. Okay, so you're gonna click on prep may be required right here, and you're gonna click on merchant, okay? What that means is you're gonna send your labels, your Amazon FBA labels, that if it's private labeled, you're gonna send them to your supplier, and you're gonna get your supplier to put it on. They usually know how because they're familiar with Amazon FBA and all of their rules and regulations, and you know, so that it doesn't get rejected, so your shipment doesn't get rejected when it gets to Amazon. If you're doing private labeling, if you're doing retail arbitrage, it's also merchant because unless you want to pay Amazon extra to actually prep it for you, okay? Because prepping basically means like putting on the warehouse labels and stuff like that, okay? But most likely it's going to be merchant because either it's going to be you, okay? Or because it's not very hard if you're doing retail arbitrage, or it's going to be your Chinese supplier. They're going to do everything for you. So just go ahead and press continue. Okay, and right here, if it's case packed, it will actually tell you most likely the products in the shipment do not require additional labels, okay? So if it's not case packed, you're gonna actually need additional labels, and right here, Amazon will give you labels to print, okay? For every, let's say you selected 5 products and you're doing retail arbitrage, or 3, or whatever it is, okay? Right here, you'll be able to print labels, and you're gonna label every single one. You're just gonna stick it on there, okay? So just click on all products right here. Like I said, always click on the rightmost button every time you press continue, and right here under who labels, right here, put in merchant. You can get Amazon to do it again, but it will cost an extra fee. And right here, you can print labels if they're required. Okay, so now we get to this. We get to this window right here, and we're going to be able to name our shipment. So just create it something that you'll remember later. That that way, when you actually go to your shipping queue, you're not going to be confused as to what what your shipment is. So for this video, we're just going to call it first shipment. Okay, so we named our shipment right here. So for us, it's just going to be first shipment. And right here, it's going to show you what the warehouse is, like where it is. So for us, it's going to be Charlotte, North Carolina. They actually recently switched it from Dallas. Before it was Dallas, I guess the holiday season's coming up, that's why. But yeah, so it actually doesn't matter. If it's continental USA and let's say you're private labeling, it doesn't matter. The shipping is usually going to cost the same. So the difference between Dallas shipping and Charlotte shipping from China is the same. There's no difference. So after we do this, we're going to click on approve shipment. Okay, so you're going to scroll down, and right here, you're going to make sure to click on small parcel delivery. It's not LTL. LTL is for like pallets and heavy things. So yeah, small parcel delivery always. And you're going to choose your carrier here. So it's either going to be DHL or FedEx or UPS. So just choose whatever it is. Let's say it's DHL for us. So shipment packing, okay. You're going to actually, how will this shipment be packed? So depends. If it's only one box, everything in one box, obviously. If there's multiple boxes, we said there's multiple boxes. We said there's 10 boxes with 100 units each. So we're going to do multiple boxes, okay? Okay, and now this is very, very important. You're going to actually make your whole box configuration. You're going to explain to them how many units there are in each box, number of boxes, the box weight. All of this you can get from your Chinese supplier. They'll do everything for you. Ask them for box dimensions. If they give it to you in centimeters, obviously you're going to go on Google and you're going to convert it. Type in, let's say, 52 centimeters. Type in 52 centimeters in inches. It's not very hard, but I know I'm going to get questions like this. So yeah, guys, common sense, okay? But yeah, so just right here, weight, dimensions, you're going to get that all from your Chinese supplier. If it's retail arbitrage, you're going to have to do this yourself. Just weigh the box yourself. Just measure the box length, width, height, and number of boxes, units per box configuration. That's obvious, okay? So just put everything in here, and now we're going to scroll down. And you're going to click on confirm up there, and after you're going to click on confirm, it will actually allow you to print the box labels, okay? And if it's retail arbitrage, you're going to take these labels, okay? It's one label per box. You're going to take these labels, you're going to stick them on yourself. If it's private labeling, if you're sourcing from China, you're going to take the PDF that you're going to download when you're going to click on this, and you're going to send it to your Chinese supplier. You're going to tell them to stick it on. They know what to do. Usually, if they're a good supplier, most suppliers know how to work Amazon's system and how to actually, send a shipment into Amazon. So they're usually familiar with it, okay? And after that, you're going to click on complete shipment, and that's basically it. And after, there's going to be a button at the top. I didn't fill out the top, so I can't really show you guys. But there's going to be a button there. It's going to say mark as shipped. Okay, so as soon as it's actually shipped, whether you shipped it out or your supplier shipped it out, as soon as you get a tracking number, make sure you click on mark as shipped. Okay, and that way it will let Amazon know that it's there's more units coming. So if it's private labeled, you're not going to go out of stock. It will actually still keep your listing up. If it's retail arbitrage, it won't really matter. But yeah, so that's basically how you send, how you create a shipping plan and how you send stuff into Amazon. By the way, down here for the storage monitor, usually it will give you a limit of 5,000 when you start. Let's say you're going to be doing heavy private labeling, you're going to be importing a lot of products. You can actually call Amazon and get this increased. Okay, so just speak to Seller Central, they'll be able to increase it for you. But for most people, this is enough. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this step-by-step guide to how to send products into the Amazon FBA warehouse so that it's Prime eligible on the Amazon website, and so you get more sales and you make more money. So if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot of other Amazon and passive income videos on my channel, so you'll enjoy that as well. Like the video, follow me on social media. All the links are in the description below. Instagram, Snapchat. Send me a message if you have any questions anytime. And yeah, thanks for watching. Once again, see ya.